Right, good evening, new Eridu. It's Baron5X here with a video I didn't think I'd be making today. I'm not sure if it was announced at some point or I don't know. Maybe I've been too deep into preparing taxes the last couple days. But there's a dev update, a dev talk. I assume it's a dev update, although I guess I don't really know how that's immediately different from the updates we've been getting lately. The special programs. So I am very curious to see what this dev talk is about. It's I haven't seen it yet. It's only like 13, 14 minutes long. Yeah, almost 14 minutes long. So it won't take too long to get through, but I figured we experience it together. Or I guess in another way, you experience it with me because, I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited. And I'm always excited to hear about what's new with ZZZ. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Pleasant music. Okay, so this doesn't like it was a stream or anything. Oh, this is like real TV.
Hello everyone, I'm White. Welcome to today's Dev Talk. It's
Hi,
been
White.
nearly a year since the official release of Zenless Non-Zero, and we'd like to thank all proxies for their support. Our team will also...
Oh, I gotta get me those two acrylic stands. Actually, funny enough, I was just earlier today because I was buying my monthly batch of acrylics, ZZZ acrylics, and I put those in my wish list. So I'll be getting those soon. Just funny to see them here.
like to use this opportunity to share with you some of the development progress for version 2.0 and our plans for the future of Zenless Non-Zero.
All right.
In Season 2's story, we will follow the protagonist to a unique area within New Eritol, Wi-Fi Peninsula, which will be the main stage for the story of version 2.0. Wi-Fi Peninsula is a district of the Throne Quarter, near the Leminian Hollow. The earlier settlers of this region were tasked to monitoring the highly volatile Leminian Hollow, and the name Wi-Fi is derived from the Cantonese characters for protect and anomaly, from the phrase protection from the anomaly called hollows. Later, an outpost was established here.
I get to understand them, but I just figured it was a better idea to have the captions on for both myself and for everyone watching with me. Although, I wonder if my face is covering the captions. I should actually look into that. Wait, I'm going to go into OBS. Yes, my face is absolutely covering covering the captions, so that would make it useless. So let's move that. Oh, you know what? I kind of like how my character is kind of hiding behind the sign now. Look at us. We're doing this live. Wait. Why can't I find my chat logo? Oh, here we go. Trying to center. What are you doing, my poor boy? Okay, there we go. Now we can read the captions. Okay, let's carry on now.
Which then became the city area Phalion Heights. Phalion Heights was built at the top of a cliff, overlooking the bay with its beautiful scenery. This is also an area rich in porcelain, a precious material that's highly resistant to ether corruption.
Oh, okay.
Mining and processing porcelain has thus become the core industry of Wi-Fi Peninsula. Behind this massive industry and its profits, however, lies a tangled mess of factions. Here, we'll gradually unravel the clues we planted throughout the story this far.
Okay.
For example, Zara's true plans behind the sacrifice and the Bringer incidents, the conspiracy behind the mysterious exorcist, and the truth behind the fall of the old capital, as well as the secrets of the Phaeton siblings. Meanwhile, our protagonists will encounter agents from various factions and embark on brand new adventures.
All right.
For example,
I like it.
that way seeker with yellow cape we saw earlier is none other than Yi Xuan.
Wait, when did we see her earlier? I don't remember seeing her earlier. Okay.
The current leader of Yunhui Summit. She will make her debut at...
Oh, wait, okay. That was cool. I didn't know who was looking at.
For example, that way seeker...
She got wings? Damn. Okay,
Yellow
that's kind of a cool
King we
looking
saw
character.
earlier is none other than Yi Xuan, the current leader of Yunhui Summit. She will make her debut as a key character in Season 2. As the story unfolds, the protagonists will gradually uncover her mysterious past
Yeah, why do you
and
have
become
wings?
a new disciple of Yunhui Summit. Yi Xuan will become our steadfast support and guide us in her craft as our mentor, helping us explore the hollows directly. Beside Yi Xuan, who oversees Yunhui Summit.
Whoa! What do you mean? What do you mean? Directly explore the hollows directly? So I guess they really are going to go away from using EOS. And Bell and Wise really are going to start going into the hollows themselves, which I guess it makes sense given what happened before. I guess I was just expecting them to not do away completely with EOS. I guess the question now is going to be what are they going to do with EOS? Because people love EOS, I love EOS, so it seems kind of weird to go away from that. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm asking a lot of questions not going to get answers for just yet, but the way he's phrasing that makes it feel like they're really are leaning into Bell and Wise exploring hollows directly, just like
the hollows directly. Beside Yi Xuan, who oversees Yunhui Summit, the defense forces Oboe Squad that we all familiar with, as well as the previously revealed idol faction Angels of Delusion.
Oh, there we go. Yep, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Will all be making their appearance in Season 2. We've prepared
and more Oboe faction. So I mean, the people who are really wanting that because they want more than just 11 and Trigger, right? So and then oh yeah, okay, that brings a lot of possibilities too. That's great. That's exciting.
Season 2 teaser trailer to be released on April 13th. More information about the various factions will also be revealed then.
Okay. So now I have something to actually expect and look forward to, as opposed to wherever this dev talk came up from.
For the content direction of Season 2, we will not just be simply adding more characters and areas.
Even those
We've been
appreciated.
taking feedback from our practice very seriously and incorporated this feedback into our design philosophy, making an adjustment from the ground up. I'll be sharing some of the results with you all during the program.
Okay.
The most noticeable change is in the map design.
Okay.
We've completely revamped the entire map experience
Okay.
and integrate the residential areas with combat zones at the system level,
Ooh.
providing
Okay.
a more fluid and engaging gameplay experience for practice. First,
That's exciting.
let's talk about the design of the main city area, Beilong Heights. We made the area much larger to ensure comprehensive city functionality while allowing for potential expansion in future versions,
Okay.
while also reducing loading times caused by scene transitions. The new daily system will also be designed to match the local culture and the customs of the Wi-Fi Peninsula area. As a business-savvy video store owner, helping Yunhui Summit manage various aspects of Suibian Temple will also be a part of our new life.
So I guess the Summit factions are monks, I guess, right? I don't know if that was clear from our interactions with the other characters so far, but it seems like that's what they're hinting at. It's a temple of monks and stuff.
This new gameplay features management simulation elements, and the new features such as Bamboo Dispatch, integrating residential areas with exploration areas, and creating a smoother experience. As for the visuals, with the help and the careful maintenance of the properties, Suibian Temple will gradually be restored to its former glory.
Okay.
Plus, various elements such as holes, scratch cards will take on new forms that match the vibes of Suibian Temple. The frequently mentioned loading issues has also been resolved in Beilong Heights.
Loading issues? I assume they mean the loading screen we get when we were transitioning from area to area. I never thought that was much of a problem, but I guess they've been hearing enough about it. I feel like I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, I mean, comment below if you thought the loading screens were an issue. Like, I mean, if they're doing away with them, that's not bad. I mean, there's been a lot been done in like loading screen technology these days, right? And processes and making them in a lot of places hardly existent. So if they're leading into that, that's great. I guess I just never thought it was an issue. In fact, if anyone's seen my videos, that's usually in my streams where I like insert my like and subscribe message in there, right? So it doesn't affect anything that's going on screen. If you do away with the loading screens, what am I going to do? How are you going to like and subscribe my video, everybody? Yeah, see what I did there? I just came up with that transition. Here we go. Yeah, great.
Previously, due to a limitation in the underlying design, the video store that proxies see from outside along the street does not match the actual size of the video store from within.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true.
We need a loading screen to bridge the interior and the exterior of the store. In Bailiung Heights, however, returning home is no longer a process that requires waiting. Additionally, we've optimized the pathway in Bailiung Heights. The function area will be more concentrated, and the path to access each area will become more efficient and streamlined, ensuring that overall experience will become smoother and more fluid. Next, let's take a look at the ancient rooms of the Aerospace City, located within the Lemnian Hollow. Although the Aerospace City has long been devoured by the Hollow, the ether stable area at its edge is still being used to mine and produce porcelain. In version 2.0, we will begin our exploration of the Lemnian Hollow from the edge of the Aerospace City. With the past few versions as precious learning experience, its overall design will be more refined, with larger explorable areas, more robust systems, and more streamlined guidance. One distinct improvement is that after completing their training at Suibian Temple, the proxy siblings no longer needed to.
Okay. Let's go with this training here. Explore. What is the training about? Are they really okay, this is interesting. I guess they really are training the proxies themselves.
Their training at Suibian Temple, the proxy siblings no longer needed to return to the video store to access the hollows through the HDD system.
Whoa, that is huge. And the fact that they're revealing it in a dev talk as opposed to the story, I guess that's just how the nature of gacha games, right? But that is wild.
Instead, they can now travel more conveniently between Bailiung Heights and the Aerospace City. The craft they will learn will also be of great help in their future hollow explorations.
Okay, the craft that they're going to learn. So maybe it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to learn to be agents in the same way as our combat agents are. I mean, there's a lot of speculation and maybe even hope that they would be like a support unit in some way, or provide a support passive, something like that. I wonder if that's what they're hinting at there.
While we've added new areas, the travel system wasn't just simply expanded upon. In Season 2, we've redesigned the
this is
travel
exciting.
system.
This is something we talked about in the improvements video, which, as of right now, I haven't officially released yet because I keep forgetting to actually add a description to it. But
From the original sliding area selection system to a larger map format, we're also improving the UI experience. We also added a mini-map to the interface, along with the navigation features. Proxies can now select their destination more quickly and gain a clear understanding of new areas.
Zenless listens, yay!
Regarding plot structure, we've also noticed that since special episodes and basin stories are relatively independent story units, the current narrative structure results in weaker connections between plot points, resulting in a disjointed viewing experience.
That's been discussed
in
lately.
future versions, we will merge special episodes and facing stories together, putting more focus on developing the connection between the various agents and the main storyline.
Okay,
While
good.
also deepening the proxies environment. We will also steadily update the main storyline with each version, while ensuring that we do not compromise on its narrative quality. In addition to ongoing gameplay improvement, our team has also been constantly exploring the idea of bringing Zenless Non-Zero to users on more platforms. What I can reveal right now is that Zenless Non-Zero is being prepared for launch on the Xbox platform.
Yeah, we're going to hear about that later this week.
We'll share more info with everyone during the upcoming Xbox live stream.
What are our plans for adjustments for the combat system? Okay, this is going to be interesting.
The current combat design significantly diminishes the presence of the characters other than the main DPS. what should be a 3-person tactical squad feels more like a solo operation.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
for the character combat design in Season 2, we will enhance the functionality and performance of non-DPS characters. For example, when agents are switched out, they can still remain on field and contribute to combat.
Interesting.
Thus,
Okay.
there's a visual indication of their combat performance, while not affecting the player's control of the on-field agent. Another possibility is adding new attack and defense mechanics for enemies. Specific moves might require specific counter strategies that require teamwork from different characters in your squad.
Okay, that's a lot of fun, and I mean, it's going to be great to have non-DPS units on screen doing stuff, even though they're technically not doing stuff. But the visualization will be really cool, and then like team tactics will be
Or
really
in certain
fun.
special combat areas, enemies can gain certain advantages through specific conditions. Of course, some of these are just preliminary ideas, while others might make an appearance in the version 2.0 special program. However, the ultimate goal of these optimizations is to enhance overall synergy between characters,
Okay, good.
elevating both
Good, good,
combat
good.
and visual experience to the next level.
Okay, something I mentioned in my yet unreleased video. It should be released by the time you see this, but they should that strut they do in the beginning of when they come on to before a fight happens to do that strut on screen. I think it should be all three of the characters doing it together, and that would fill me with so much joy if they did something like that. But this is all in the same kind of, I feel like all in the same universe of ideation here. Can you share any insights on the design direction for upcoming version events?
To sum up, in our future development plans, we are aiming to optimize events in 3 aspects. First, we'll continue improving on existing game modes, such as Grand Muscle Adventure, Bamboo vs. Israel, and so on, to make them more fun for players. At the same time, we'll be rolling out more exciting new gameplay. In future versions, we might see casual duels between bamboos, or even get to control a giant bamboo in combat. Besides events featuring our adorable bamboo, we will also introduce some slow-paced, relaxing events to enrich Proxy's everyday life outside of the main story, such as spending joyful moments with agents at Hot Pot restaurant, movie theaters, and more. We also hope that beyond the intense and thrilling combat events, players can also take a breather to enjoy the lighter story events.
Excellent, excellent. Are there any plans in future versions regarding characters released earlier in the game?
Every character is the result of our team's blood, sweat, and dedication.
This
Our
is an
team
important
has
question.
put in quite a bit of effort to ensure characters are relatively future-proof and have long-term value.
That is nice to hear, especially again because it's a gacha game, so it wouldn't have been out of the question to like, well, you got to buy the new characters. Sorry about your old characters. So I wonder what they have in mind here.
Showcasing a character's charm isn't just about mindlessly beefing up their stats, while maintaining each character's unique traits. We will strategically enhance their unique traits, rather than just simply boosting their damage output. For example, we'll supplement or even rework certain skills and their effects, tailoring them to each character's experience. Besides that, we'll also consider each character's role very seriously. While strengthening the characters, we will also take into consideration their compatibility with other characters in future versions.
I wonder if they're going to give us an example. Just like I like what he's saying, and it makes sense. I just would like, I mean, they don't owe me an example in this video, right? But it'd be nice to see an example of what they're talking about, so that we can kind of see how they think that's going to look like. Because like they were showing clips of the extra abilities in Hollow Zero, right? Is that them hinting that they're just going to take some of those abilities and allow their agents to gain those Hollow Zero abilities? Because that would be great too. But it makes me wonder if that's what they're thinking, or if maybe that's an example of what they're thinking.
In terms of storytelling, we hope that our characters, even those have already been released, can showcase their own unique charm. In version 1.7, for example, we'll get to see quite a few scenes between Lycan and Hugo. These interactions are crucial for the character's emotional investment in the long run. We hope that every character can find a purpose, that belongs solely to them in different corners of New Eritrea. Although it might be challenging to do this well, we'll continue to work hard to create more meaningful relationships between characters and players, or even take their bond to the next level.
Okay, we'd like to hear it. What else can you tell us? What else can you tell the players?
As a new team, we've admittedly fell short in the earlier stage in terms of both narrative and the gameplay elements. We've been working hard to make improvements, continuously incorporating feedback from proxies and optimizing our content. Thank you, proxies, for your continued patience, feedback, and support. In future content updates, we will prioritize ensuring content quality and humbly continue to welcome feedback and guidance from our proxies with the utmost respect. We hope Season 2 will bring proxies a more complete and smoother experience. If you encounter any issues with gameplay experience, we hope you will share more feedback through the official community channels. Your feedback and suggestions are crucial for our future content development. See you next time.
That's great. Okay, that was a fun update. Okay, so, man, some of the things, the map is such a big deal. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal, but it's such a like visual quality of life improvement that will just make things feel, at least if it's anything like I and some other content creators have discussed, would just feel so much better to have a map kind of like what we were hoping and what they kind of explained here. So that's going to be really cool. The what's described the new area, it's all well and good. Like, I guess it's really not much to say until we see it. I mean, the fact that we got to see that new agent was really great. We got a confirmation that the Angels of Illusion are going to show up in 2.0 at some point. Opal Squad is going to get more spotlight in 2.0, which is great. Give Trigger and 11 more teammates. That's never bad. Actually, come to think of it, I got to rethink something with Trigger now. But that's for another video. What's super interesting is what they're saying about how they want to future-proof characters. I mean, people have been talking about it a lot lately. Ellen seems to be one of the characters that seems to be really dropped off. I mean, and I have an Ellen, and I've given her an engine. She still does a lot of good for me in endgame content. Like, I just last week I used her in one of the Deadly Assault stages, and it worked out really well. But yeah, she's obviously no Miyabi. She's probably going to be outclassed by Hugo here pretty soon too, right? So yeah, I wonder. But we also saw the Hollow Zero extra kit she has is really great. So is their idea to bring something like that into the main game, where Ellen will have her Hollow Zero kit? That would be awesome, honestly. I wonder if that would be free to do, or there'd be you have to purchase it in some way, or a way to upgrade to it. Or again, even assuming that's even an idea at all, right? Like, maybe it's not necessarily they'll get their Hollow kit version. Maybe it's some completely different thing that's going to happen. And that just was a clip that decided to show in there, right? As an example of what they could do. Because obviously, I think he mentioned it's all ideas right now. They haven't committed to anything. But I guess in the end, it's nice to hear that they're thinking about it in that way. Again, because especially this is a gacha. So they would have been well within the usual to, like, sorry, you want teams that work, you gotta buy the new characters. Sorry. But it seems like they're at least saying that they don't want the old characters to be outclassed by that much. So again, we'll see about that. Trying to see what else did I remember they said top of mind. But I mean, a lot of that, those were the things that really stuck to me, I guess, more than anything else, right? I mean, that sounds exciting, honestly. Oh, I guess the other thing is the proxies themselves. What he already kind of hinted that they're going to get some training at this temple, whatever that means, right? What kind of training? What training are they talking about? Is it training to be agents themselves? Some sort of new support unit? They kept talking about going to the Hollows directly. So, are we really doing away with the HDD system and EOS? Was that always the plan, or is it because the TV mode went away? They didn't talk about TV mode, which is interesting. So I guess TV mode really is well and gone now, which is, again, a shame if you ask me. I feel like that had its place and it was good. from both a gameplay and a development standpoint that existed, and now poor devs have to work extra hard to do what they wanted without TV mode, right? Yeah, TV mode I guess was a layer that allowed for making some development easier, and I was okay with that, honestly. When I saw TV mode, I was okay with that aspect of it, that I was going to make everything else about the game pop as long as they can do things in TV mode for the sake of simplicity. At least that's what I assumed was going on there, right? But again, there's no talk about TV mode here, so that might very well be out the door soon, or completely in 2.0. They might not go back to it at all. Although some other discussions have been going on lately that TV mode would be great in some of the mini games, especially the ones you do during holo explorations. But we'll see how that all gets incorporated. So, okay, yeah, this was a fun dev talk. I feel like it revealed a lot, especially about 2.0 when we haven't even got 1.7 yet. I'm not sure what the consideration for the order of things when it comes to that, but anyway, it was exciting to see. It was more exciting than I thought it was going to be, so I'm happy to hear about it, and it makes me really excited for 2.0 because it sounds like everything's going to get taken up a few notches. Everything about the game is going to go up a few notches, and I'm here for it. So, all right, well, everybody, let me know what you think in the comments below about some of the things that were discussed here. Let me know if you thought some of my feedback was off the wall or not, or in line with what you're thinking. Like and subscribe to the video, of course. So that's always appreciated. I just realized the other day that I'm up to 800 followers, which I mean that's awesome. Wasn't sure how things were going to go with this channel, so I'm happy that people are liking my stuff enough to follow me. So thank you for one of those followers. Thank you very much. And if you're not a follower yet, do so now, and my thank you will go to you too. And thank you for watching anyway. So it doesn't matter. Thank you for everything, and thanks to the ZZZ devs. This looks great. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for 2.0. I'm excited for 1.7. I'm excited for Vivian. I'm excited for the Xbox announcement, because I got me an Xbox. I'm definitely on PC, so I don't know if I'll ever play on an Xbox. But I'm excited for it. Oh, if it's on Xbox, I wonder if it'll be like available on Game Pass. As in, like, I can use it on my Game Pass devices. I just bought a whole Stream Deck. That's a problem for another day. Anyway, exciting things all around. So yeah, like and subscribe to the video itself as well, of course, not just mine. And yeah, look out for more videos from me. I'll try to. I'm working on a lore video. I want to do a lore video now that we've chewed up a lot of the lore stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, bye everybody. Now, bye. Adios. See you next time. Bye bye. Where's the any key?